Hey everyone, it's Marsha. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm excited to share a new recipe with you on how to make baked pears. This is probably one of the easiest desserts that I've ever made. It only requires 5 ingredients, so let's jump right into it. All right, so we're starting with our pears. Then we have some butter, some brown sugar, some chopped pecans, and some cinnamon. That is it, you guys. So it starts off by washing your pears. You want to wash them really well because you're going to leave the skin on. So wash those really good. Then you're going to just cut them down the middle lengthwise. So cut them in half. And then we're actually going to flip them over and cut a little small piece off of the bottom of each pear. And this is important to keep the pears from moving around in your baking dish when it's time to put them in the oven. So in order to keep them from moving around, it's just easier to cut off just a little small piece, not too much, off of the bottom of each of those half pieces of pears. So once you do that, then all you have to do is scoop out the center part of each pear where the seeds are. So we're scooping out those seeds. I find it easiest to use a spoon. So I just got a tablespoon to scoop them out. Sometimes they just pop right out. Other times I may need to use a knife to kind of help me get them out because sometimes they kind of get stuck or the pears may not be that soft yet in the center. So if you find yourself kind of struggling a little bit like I am here, then you can use a knife to kind of help get some of those seeds out. So you want to make sure that you make a nice size scoop in the middle because that is where we're going to put our filling, our sugar mixture. But you don't want to cut too much of the pear out because you still want to eat some of that pear. So just a little bit to put your sugar mixture, but not too much. You also want to make sure that you're not going too deep because you don't want to cut a hole all the way through. After you do that, if you want to kind of trim off some pieces that you don't want to eat, you can. As you can see, I'm trimming off the end pieces here because I don't want to accidentally eat those either. And that's it. So now our pears are clean and the seeds have been scooped out. So I'm going to go ahead and place them in my baking dish. And you can just get one that fits all of them. If you're going to be making more than this, then you may want to get a 9 by 13. This one is a little bit smaller than a 9 by 13. Now it's time to move on to our sugar mixture. So I have some brown sugar, some cinnamon, some chopped pecans, and some melted butter. And as always, I have all the measurements listed down below in a full recipe blog post. So you can just click on that and you can get all the information and some extra tips. So you just want to mix that all together. I will admit, you guys, that in this video, I probably use a little bit more brown sugar than I needed. So make sure you click on that blog post because I've adjusted the measurements down there so you can get just the right amount. So after everything is mixed together, you can go ahead and place a little bit of that brown sugar mixture inside each pear. And something else that I like to do is kind of just spread the mixture around on the top of the pear just a little bit so it can kind of melt down the sides and just get really nice and caramelized and yummy. So I just like to do that extra step as well. All right, so now it's time to bake in our oven at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. And after it's done, it'll look a little something like this. So all of that brown sugar and butter mixture has melted. It's kind of flowed over the sides and got everything nice and caramelized. The pears have turned a dark brown color, so they're not green anymore. And they're nice and soft on the inside. And they're just perfect. You can try it out with some ice cream or you can eat it by itself. They're just really good and it's just a really easy dessert. So I hope you give this recipe a try. If you do, come back and let me know down in the comments how you like it. And as always, you guys, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you never miss when I upload a new video. Until next time, I'll see you later.